essentially we're trying to catch a snakehead.
If we're lucky. But essentially, the main goal is we're just going to get drunk.
Good time.
Essentially, if I could fly, I would be able to fly that way. I'd be the strongest physical flyer, literally. So this is physically a minnow. If you look closely here, that's its tail, right? It's got fins up here and down here. There's his gills right there, his eyeball, and look how shiny he is. Boy, do I love anatomy, literally. Now, this one, if you look here, this guy will probably catch more than this one because he's actually real, literally. He'll physically move around in the water, and the fish will see him, and they'll want to eat him. Essentially, that's all you got to do. You just hook them through their back, you throw them out there, essentially a fish will eat them.
Essentially, as you can tell from these lily pads, it's a bit windy. Essentially, it's windy, and that makes the fish not want to eat. They just go to the bottom and kind of go to sleep. And essentially, we're here to wake them up physically.
If I was a fish and I was literally given free food, essentially I would eat it. I don't know what their problem is. It's a little rude of them. Essentially, they're not in this spot. Literally, maybe they're over there physically. Maybe over there we'll go try later, essentially. Maybe right now we just have to sit here and drink beers, physically.
It has these little tails that are supposed to be its feet, essentially. And let's see if it'll bring these fish back to life.
He's still trying to fly that way. It's probably been about 20 minutes now. If I was a bird, I'd want to be a hawk or an eagle. Who would want to be like a pigeon? What a pussy bird that is. Or like those birds that knock the goats off the cliff and then swoop down and eat them. That's the kind of bird I'd want to be.
If I were going to be a bird, I'd probably be a penguin, essentially, because they just waddle around all day. They don't really have any issues like predators, essentially. Well, essentially, the fish must have worked overtime. They're fast asleep, alarm clock set for later tonight. So if I could, I would go down there and wake them up because they have stuff to do, but the frog's not working. They're not waking up. They're tucked in, fast asleep, and
essentially,
they don't think it's
just
yummy.
A waiting game. Essentially, we're just waiting for the wind to calm a bit, and then literally we're going to go over there where the fish are, because essentially they're not here.
3 batteries, nothing.
Is Dominic having issues with his bike?
Essentially, we're having an issue today with the motorcycle. Physically, I can't get it running. Mentally, I'm unstable. So,
is there like a main fuse coming off the positive wire going to the battery? This is not ideal.
The water's like essentially 3 inches deep. And we were physically stuck. There's not a single other soul out here, just like there's not fish, so it could be us. Basically, it's like we're in a whole new world now. We were over there, it was windy as shit. Now we're here, and it feels good over here. I feel like I'm 9 years old again. Life's good, sun's shining, wind's not blowing.
Over here looks like there might be a fish back here. I mean, look at that.
Dude, I mean, I feel like I'm alive again. Maybe that means the fish woke up. How would you say our 16-hour drive was for this 2-hour journey?
So far, not great. But it's about to be. We're standing literally, so now it's getting serious, essentially.
There's literally a bird eating a fish. Literal train.
Toot toot, Mr. Twain conductor. Toot toot, Mr. Twain conductor.
Very talkative fellow, are you? I mean, yeah, that boat's nice, but I'd rather have this one.
Oh, definitely.
This bird has caught 3 fish just since we've been standing here. What the flick?
It's not fail.
Look at that fish.
Where'd he come from? Did you see where he came from?
We were talking about wanting to be birds. I want to be that bird.
That bird catches fish. It's the surveillance vulture. He's surveying for the government. Birds aren't real, folks. Wake up, essentially.
Andrew, what happened?
I casted my lure off. But essentially, I caught it back. That's how it's done, folks. Literally. Technically, like, what do they think they have to eat to survive? We're trying to have a good time here, literally.
I mean, we have to catch fish to survive. We drove 16 hours to provide for our families, and these fucking fish are taking all of the fish. These birds are taking all the fish.
These fucking fish are taking up all the birds for us.
We should ambush them and kill them all.
I got them in my eyes. I just can't believe I literally didn't even think about bringing food out here. I'm hungry.
Well, that's the whole purpose. We're trying to catch a fish, and essentially the fish are not awake.
Well, essentially, I get a bit clanky when I'm hungry.
The clankiness needs to stop.
You don't want to see me when I'm clanky.
Dude, I'm just thinking about how this is tidal.
This is literally tidal waddles. You're telling me this is tidal waddles? So literally, we just figured out these are tidal waddles. Now, you know what that means. There may be bull sharks in here. Now, you don't want to fall in this waddle. If you like having your legs, you want to stay in the boat. Literally.
Guys, we literally just saw a shark.
Literally, ahoy mateys.
Oh, I physically shit on the deck of the boat. I'm so sorry. Essentially, it was my mistake, and I promise I'll eat it up. I mean, clean it up. We'll dock and off.
Land ho. Literally.
All right, so we're going to fish this meander here. Got a couple weights. Got a hook. And a minnow. Let's essentially see how it goes. All right, so he's hooked. Let's see what we can catch. All right, we got the minnow out in the water. Let's see what happens. What do you think's gonna happen?
Probably nothing. Found a lure.
Man, won't this wind just absolutely demolish your inner being?
Oh, it'll drive you bonkers.
I mean, we've both been delivering bonkles all day, and it still has not stopped. Kind of crazy.
Essentially, it got windial.
So, essentially, for my aquatics aquarium at home, I'm blinging this lily pad, and I'm going to put it in it and see what happens. If it glows to the top, man, I'm going to be glowing with happiness.
We've had casualties. Everyone, hold your loved ones a little closer tonight. I wish I had. Forgot one, guys.
Basically, why is the wind picking back up once we say we're going to go back out there? The wind picks up. Train.
Toot toot, Mr. Conductor.
Wind, wind, go away. Come again another day. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Was that scaly?
These is not ideal situations.
Situations 9516. Don't go in shallow water. We're gonna make it. We will stuck. Now we'll set free. We put that shallow waddle in a pan.
Shallow Waddle, who's boss? Wool the boss, heel.
Man, one thing I have to say about here is there is so many duck blinds. Duck blind number 5. What do you have to say?
Well, moving now.
Dude, there's a fucking beaver. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Like, where people would go to just be crackheads.
On that dock right there.
Yeah, just find a random dock. All right, so these guys just gave us some twisted tea. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Essentially, basically, and physically, we got some more alcohol. Andrew, how would you rate our day of fishing?
I would give it a good 2.79 out of 10.
That's better than I thought. I mean,
We didn't sink, and we didn't go swimming. So, that's the only reason why it's a 2.79.
if we sank and swam, it'd probably be like a 1.5.
Yeah.
And then after the drive home, it would be like a 0.9. So,
But if we got all legs bit off from the tidal wattle bull shark, then it would be like a 0.1 out of 10.
Yeah, well, we did not catch anything today. It's okay. We'll be back and we're gonna bring our bows next time, and those fish will be shot right in the head. It is what it is. All the fish worked too much overtime and they couldn't wake up in time for us to catch them, so.
They've been busy all week. It's Saturday. They're trying to rest. I get it. All right, I get it.
Yeah, I get it, but I mean, I also wanted to catch some fish, so they're bitches for that. This is definitely not a creek. It's more like a fucking ocean, and
It's tidal waddles.
it's tidal waddles with bull sharks, and you know, now we're a 16-hour drive back home to where we reside at, so it is what it is, and it is what it is, and she shall be as is, and we'll see what happens, and it is as is what it is.
I am who am, as Jesus said.
Well, well, well. You're the reason we haven't caught anything. You're catching them all. Yeah, we didn't catch anything. Nothing.
Not even a bite.
Nope. Think it might be a little too cold. Oh yeah. Maybe you'll catch the dusk bite spawn. So, good luck to you anyway. What do you think that guy thinks about dusk bite spawn?
He's probably hoping he can catch one at the dusk bite spawn.
Dude, he's perfect timing for that dusk bite spawn. Oh man, we did what we could right now, but part 2 will be coming soon. We'll be on a different body of water, different fish, different people, different boat. You'll see. It's gonna be good. All right, what's up?
Dude, I can't see anything.
Essentially,
Essentially,
you're blinded.
I hope we're going down the river.
Basically, we did not catch anything at Akuya, essentially. So we're coming to the Shenandoah, you know, the roots, the home, the motherland of officially, essentially, and we're gonna catch some catfish. So we're idiots, and we forgot rope, and we are gonna tie down to it's about 15 feet of water, essentially. We're gonna try and rope down the anchor down to the bottom, but we'll see what happens.
We took it upstream a bit to see if it would go, and it did. It was just slow.
Okay, then that's fine. Just go slow. Why are you warning me?
I don't know.
Why are you warning me? You should have just said that.
Well, I'm just telling you the current situation that we're in.
No, you're scaring me. Now, if it was me and my friends out there, I would be crying right now. Call 911.
You'd be overreacting like crazy.
I would be like calling I would like tell my friend to call 911 and we'd be crying.
Oh, I know. I know you would.
I don't like being alone in the dark.
Well, I'm not alone. Jacob's here.
I know.
Yeah, Zaddy's here. It's
Yeah,
okay.
he's here to protect me and keep me safe. Second.
Dude, this is perfect. We could tie off to this tree
I could use this
and then
bungee
climb
cord.
up this rock and jump off the top, but like don't hit the water.
Yeah.
Like hit the rock.
No, we'll jump back onto the boat.
And then keep going.
Yeah.
Dude, we could like do that over and over again.
All right, let's get these levels hooked up. The level?
How was the level?
Oh, we're about to cast some levels into the level.
The level was fast moving and fast paced.
Oh, it's been a fast-paced day.
Oh, it's been fast paced. We've basically
We got drunk here. We got drunk there.
We got long
Drunk
heavy whale.
everywhere.
What are you rigging up right now?
I thought it was chicken liver, but it's actually chicken gizzled.
Oh, shit. It's been a long day, and I just want to catch something.
But lucky for us, we also had beef liver.
At least we have one type of liver.
If there's one thing the Catfish Lake, it's liver.
Yeah, because we have beef liver, and then we have chicken gizzleds. You almost just burnt the boat down. It's all right. Captain Lasso got it locked.